All right. Well, for those of you who are not familiar, Donorbox is a platform that makes fundraising easy and secure for nonprofits. We offer simple, effective, and budget-friendly tools to help organizations manage their fundraising efforts and build stronger connections with their supporters. And so far, we've helped more than 50,000 organizations from all across the world raise over $1.6 billion in donations. So this includes churches, charities, nonprofits, schools, open source projects, medical research groups, and even for-profit businesses that are raising funds for charitable causes. And at Donorbox, we understand the importance of a strong online fundraising strategy and the role that your technology plays in that. So that's why we offer a comprehensive range of solutions to help you reach your fundraising goals, including fundraising pages and forms, crowdfunding, peer-to-peer fundraising, which is my personal favorite, event ticketing, memberships, text to give, and so much more. And I know we have a lot of Donorbox users on this session today, so they can definitely attest to that. But behind the tech, you guys, Donorbox is a diverse team of tech lovers. We are fundraising advocates and experienced nonprofit professionals who believe in the culture of fostering caring. So caring about our customers and caring about the uncompromising quality of support that we provide you. So thank you all for listening. That is a little bit about us. Now on to our agenda for the day. And here's what we've got in store today. So we will cover the importance of a great donation form. We're going to evaluate your form in an interactive donation form fitness test activity. We're going to discuss those essential elements that make a form fit for fundraising. We're going to showcase some transformations and give away some freebies, and we'll end with a Q&A. All right, so you are here because you either know the importance of a great donation form or you're wondering why it's so important. So why is it so important to have a great donation page and form? And as we delve into the key elements today that make up a strong donation page and form, it's important to understand the impact that it has on your overall fundraising results. So first of all, donation pages are so important because they're highly shareable, unlike other forms of donating, right? So this helps you reach more people and therefore receive more donations. And donors also appreciate, especially today, the convenience of online giving. They can make a contribution from home or anywhere without having to visit your organization or send a check in the mail, removing any roadblocks to completing their gift to your cause. And plus, you can track and analyze important data like donation size and timing, donor information, which can help you identify trends in giving, track progress, and optimize your fundraising strategies. So there are a lot of great benefits to online fundraising. But I love a stat here. We are data nerds at Donorbox. There's also the conversion rate. The conversion rate is the percentage of visitors who actually make a donation from visiting your site. So if you get, say, 1,000 visitors to your webpage and 1% convert, that's 10 donors. All right. But if you improve your donation form and say 3% convert, now you've got 30 donors. That is a big difference, you guys. And it's all about having a user-friendly page and form that encourages people to give. And the average conversion rate for a donation page is about 15%. But by pre-selecting monthly giving on your donation form, and we're going to talk about this a little bit more, you can increase conversions of monthly donations by up to 35%. And I'm not done. By using custom branding on your donation page, you can raise up to 6 times as much money. That is growth, you guys. That should not be disregarded. Again, amazing benefits to online fundraising and having a great donation page and form. All right. Now that we've covered the importance of a well-designed donation form, let's take a moment to reflect on your own form. I'm going to go ahead and launch a poll. So, are you confident that your form is optimized for fundraising success? How donor friendly do you think your donation form is? Be totally transparent here, and don't worry, these responses are anonymous. And we'll give you just a few seconds to answer that. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, the majority is saying it could use some improvement. We've got about 44% saying, but we only have 5% saying, great, donors love it. We know it's doing its job. And then we're about a tie, so 20-something%, it needs a complete overhaul, or I'm just really not sure the condition of my donation form. All right. Thank you so much for participating. It is always helpful to have a starting point. So now let's move on and put your form's donation fitness, fundraising fitness to the test. So again, this is going to be an interactive activity. You will have the chance to review your own organization's form and see where improvements can be made. And our goal here is to empower you to get the most out of your form and increase your fundraising results. So be sure to have your donation page and form ready for this activity. And I'll go ahead and go over the rules while you're getting that ready. And you can open it up on your phone. We always have our phones nearby. If you have your fundraising page link, you can open it up on another tab on your computer. And if you don't have one, that is okay. This will still inspire you for when you are ready to have your own fundraising page and form. And it will also let you know how you can make one in as little as 15 minutes. So the rules of this activity. We're going to start with a score of 0. So this is 0 out of 20 points. This is your starting point, and you're going to add points as we go through the criteria for a fit form. And then we're, of course, going to evaluate your form. We're going to go through a list of 10 criteria, and you're going to rate your organization based on the following scale. Awesome, you've hit every single mark of this piece of criteria. It's perfect. Or it's okay. Could use a little bit of improvement. You're going to give yourself 1 point for that. And if you don't have that in place at all, you're going to give yourself 0 points. And I've got this handy fitness calculator. I'm going to go ahead and launch for you. If you would like to use it, this will quickly calculate your score as we're going through the activity. And again, this is based on a scale of 20, so we can also count by 2s if we need to. All right, so after we've gone through all 10 criteria, we're going to look at your score, and we're going to interpret your results. So based on your total score, you're going to determine which score range you fall into, and this will give you an idea of how much work you need to do to improve your form and what areas you need to focus on. And then I'm going to help you make a plan for improvement. Everything we do here is practical and actionable, and you're going to leave here today with steps that you can take to make your fundraising page and form fit for fundraising. All right. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to recognize that all of these criteria that I'm about to go over, they work together to create an overall experience for your donors. So they may seem like relatively small things, but trust me, they are not. It's so important to remember that the act of donating should not feel transactional for your donors, but rather like an inspiring experience for your donors. And when you have a well-designed donation page and form that incorporates all of these key elements we're about to talk about, you're not just collecting funds, you're creating a meaningful connection with your supporter from the very beginning. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And again, if you don't have a fundraising page or form, that is all right. You can stay with us and learn what key elements you need to have in place when you are ready to make that fundraising page. All right, number one. First and foremost, your donate button should be easy to find and prominently displayed on your website. So we're starting from the beginning of the journey here. A donor should be able to find the donate button within seconds. I highlight again, seconds of landing on your website. This means that it should be in a location where it's easily accessible and quickly seen from your potential donors. We highly suggest, as you can see on this page, putting it in a couple of spots, but especially in that upper right-hand corner of your navigation menu. And as you can see here, it should be clearly labeled as donate or give now in a bold contrasting color that really stands out, making it easier to spot. And this is so important because the donate button is essentially the gateway to your donation page and form, and it is the first step in guiding potential donors, because everyone who visits your webpage is a potential donor. So it's the first step in guiding potential donors through the giving process. So if they become frustrated and they can't find the donate button, they might give up on the process, and that leaves you with lost opportunities for your cause. And furthermore, this point is twofold. It's helpful when your donate button is sticky, meaning that it stays in the same place in that upper right-hand navigation menu as you scroll down or visit different pages on your site. So this ensures that the donate button is always within reach, even as the user navigates your website. So this is a small detail, you guys, that can make a massive difference in guiding potential donors to your donation form. So how did you do? Give yourself points accordingly. Is that donation form or donate button bright, shiny, bold, right there, front center on your website once someone lands on there? Is it kind of, maybe it's in the footer? Give yourself points accordingly here. All right, number two, having a clear and engaging call to action on your donation form is crucial to driving donations. A call to action is a really, really powerful tool that motivates donors to take action and make a contribution, creating this really awesome sense of urgency and emotional connection to your cause. And keeping your call to action right beside or even on or both on your donation form, it really keeps the donor focused on the act of donating, as you can see on the example on the screen. So to make your call to action effective, it should be clear, concise, and compelling. Instead of using, the words just donate now, which is great for your donate button, but not for your call to action, you should use persuasive language that speaks to your donors' emotions and their values. For example, join us in the fight to end childhood hunger. Give today to provide meals to children in need. Again, the example on the screen is another nice one. In addition to a strong call to action, your donation page should have clear and compelling messaging that explains how the donor's contribution will make a positive impact. So here are a couple of clear and engaging messages that you can inspire donors to give. So here are a couple of examples. Just $25 can provide a week's worth of school supplies for a child in need. Help us reach our goal of providing 1,000 children with the tools they need to succeed in school. See here, you are putting a dollar amount, how they can help, and you're also stating a goal of collecting these donations that is specific. That's a great one. And I like this one as well. Every donation, no matter the size, helps you to continue our mission, or helps us to continue our mission of saving animals in need. Your gift today will make a difference in an animal's life tomorrow. And I like this one because it appeals to donors of all giving abilities. You don't want to miss out on a donation because they think that your ask is too big. So stating every donation, no matter the size, will encourage people to give, even if it's just $10, right? So accompanying this messaging with imagery or videos provides a really personal touch and breaks up large blocks of text, making your message even more digestible and visually appealing. We are visual creatures, and we really connect with these emotive images and videos. And when all of these elements work together, you guys, they really create a powerful donation page that inspires action and drives donations for your organization. So how did you do here? Do you have all these elements in place? A strong call to action, strong language to back up your cause, and some images and video? Give yourself points accordingly. Okay, so number 3, now we come to the heart of your online fundraising efforts, your donation form itself. It's essential that it is streamlined, simple, user-friendly, and secure. So how do you accomplish this? One great option is to embed your donation form directly into your website. So this means that donors don't have to navigate away from your site to make a donation, which can seem kind of sketchy. So this can really improve their overall experience and increase the likelihood of a successful donation. It's also super important to remember that how your donation form looks and works can have a big impact on your online fundraising success. And if the form is cluttered, complicated, too long, or quite frankly, too ugly, it can really turn potential donors off and lower your conversion rate. But if the form is simple, streamlined, beautiful, embedded into your website, it will create a really seamless and compelling donation experience that reinforces your organization's brand, and it will really build trust with your donors and lead to those higher conversions that you all want to see. So keep it simple and minimize those friction points on your donation form. Break your form into easy steps, like the one that you can see on the screen here. It's just a few easy steps to finish donating, and only include those essential fields. Don't ask for too much information from your donors if you don't need it. Every extra field, you guys, or a step added to the donation process increases the chance that the donor will abandon the donation process. You do not want that. All right. I know we're moving fast, so take a moment to check out your current donation form. How does it look? Is it accomplishing this? Give yourself points accordingly here. And I know there's a lot of action in the chat. Thank you all. Keep the questions coming. So glad you're here. All right, number 4, you need to make your donation process as convenient and user-friendly as possible by offering multiple payment options. In today's tech-savvy world, people want a simple and straightforward way to donate online, and having multiple payment options is a great way to achieve this. We all love to save time and simplify our lives, right? We need this. And that's why digital wallet options such as Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, PayPal, and so much more are essential additions to your donation form. With just a few taps, your donors can make a quick and easy donation. A faster process can be a key driver for those increased donations. So, do you offer digital wallet options? Take a look. Give yourself points accordingly there. All right, now let's move on to another crucial aspect of your donation form that can greatly impact your fundraising results. We're going to talk about some sustainable giving. Whoa, there we go, you guys. Halfway there, chugging along. So number 5, I am sure you are all aware of how important donor retention is for your nonprofit. Your existing donors are your lifeblood, and gaining new relationships is always more costly than cultivating existing ones. I promise you this. So what's one of the easiest ways to boost your donor retention rate? Offering recurring donations on your donation form. When you offer recurring donations on your donation form, you're not only making it easier for donors to give again and again and again and again, but you're also seeing an increase in average donation amounts. This is a win-win all around. And as I mentioned earlier, by pre-selecting monthly giving on your donation form, you can increase conversions of monthly donations by up to 35%. So if you have that monthly giving favorited on your form, you can really increase those monthly donations. And by making it easier for donors to support your organization on an ongoing basis, you're not only increasing that donor loyalty, but it also provides a steady and predictable revenue stream that can help you plan for the future. You want this. Who wouldn't want that, right? Okay, so do you offer these options? Give yourself points accordingly here. All right. Number 6, your donation page should be mobile friendly and responsive, allowing for optimal viewing on any device. Who here is looking at their donation form right now on their phone? And in 2020, 49% of global online traffic, you guys, was mobile internet traffic. And 98.7% of social media users access websites or apps through a mobile device. That being said, with more people using their smartphones to connect, share, and access information and donate, it is absolutely essential to have a mobile optimized page design. And research shows that nonprofits can increase their donations by 126% on average by incorporating mobile responsive page design. That is massive. So if a visitor becomes frustrated, and you're seeing a theme here, right? If a visitor becomes frustrated when attempting to donate via mobile device, they're likely to leave your site without giving, and they're not going to visit it again on their phone, at least. And here at Donorbox, we understand the importance of this. So our donation forms and pages are highly optimized for all devices, ensuring a really beautiful and seamless integration with all apps, which provides your donors with a one-of-a-kind donation experience, meaning it looks good on mobile, tablet, laptop, desktop, whatever that may be. It fits in really beautifully. So take a look at your donation form on your mobile device, or recall, does it look good on mobile? Give yourself points accordingly here. Okay, number 7, lucky number 7, one of the most effective ways to inspire giving on your donation form is by using donation tiers. And this may not be a commonly known phrase. So donation tiers provide potential donors with options for giving that cater to their unique needs and preferences. So not only do donation tiers allow donors to choose the amount that they want to give, but they also demonstrate the impact of that gift. So you can see a great example on the screen here, and here's another for you. Imagine a local animal shelter has set up its donation tiers as follows. $25 feeds one animal for a week. $50 provides a month's worth of toys and treats. $100 covers the cost of a routine veterinary checkup, and $200 funds a full spay and neuter surgery. So you see what I did here? By tying those donation levels to specific outcomes, the animal shelter can demonstrate the impact of each donation, making it more tangible and meaningful for donors. And they can also show a wide range of needs that their organization has. This not only encourages donors to give more, but it also creates a sense of pride and ownership for the cause. So tell me in the chat, what would $100 at your organization help with? This might help you and be inspired when you go back and add in your own donation tiers. And do you have these? Give yourself points accordingly here. Andrew says, $100 plants 1,000 trees. Amazing. Jody says $1,000 purchases adult diapers. $100 keeps doors open. That's a big one. Emily says $100 supports 10 adults in learning to read. Brenda says $100 gives 400 pounds of fresh produce. So many great examples here This is awesome. Hannah's example, $100 would provide 85 meals for the homeless individuals that congregate at their shelter. Amazing. These are great. See, you are already there. You have the information. You should put it on your donation form. Awesome. I love these examples. Okay, number 8. You should include the option for donors to cover the processing fee right there on your donation form. So this transparency lets your donors know exactly how their money is being used and allows them to make an informed decision about covering any fees associated with making a donation. In fact, trends show that 80% of the time when donors are asked to cover the processing fee, they cover the full amount, which means that your organization nets the full amount of their donation. No fees are deducted from that. It's a win-win for everyone. This is a really easy and effective way to increase the amount your organization receives from each donation. And your donors will feel good knowing that their donation is going directly to your cause. So, do you have this option? Do you give this option to your donors? Give yourself points accordingly here. Awesome. Loving this action in the chat, you guys. Number 9. All right, we are nearly there. Let's move on to our next key element of a successful donation page, social proof. Social proof is the idea that people are more likely to take a desired action when they see others doing the same. So in the context of fundraising, social proof can be a really powerful motivator for your donors. So one effective way is to incorporate social proof into your donation page through an online donor wall, like the one you see on the page here. So this is a really great way to showcase the names of donors and create a sense of community around your cause. And with a donor wall, potential donors can see that others have already taken action and feel inspired to do the same. Or maybe they'll get a little competitive and say, oh, I saw Uncle Johnny donated $50. I'm going to donate $150. So it can be a really great way to inspire action. And it can be a great way to recognize and thank your donors for their contributions because you're showcasing them right there on your fundraising page. And with Donorbox's easily embeddable donor wall feature, you can proudly display your donors' gifts and even their kind comments on your fundraising page. It's really awesome. And again, having a donor wall on your donation page is just such a great way to provide that social proof and create a sense of community and engagement around your cause. All right, do you have this or anything like this? Give yourself points accordingly. All right. Number 10, our final key criteria for the day, automated donation receipts and personalized thank yous. They are so critical to retaining donors and building those long-term relationships with them. We are all about donor retention here. Donation receipts are more than just a formality. They ensure that you cover your bases with the IRS and help you track your donations, and they're really crucial to the success of donor relationships. And that's why prompt and thoughtful gift acknowledgements are central to effective fundraising. But that's not all. When donors receive a prompt and personal thank you message and a receipt after donating, they're more likely to feel appreciated and valued for their contribution, which in turn makes them more likely to donate again in the future. But by automating these messages, you not only save valuable staff time and resources, but also ensure that every donor receives a timely and personalized response, which can be really difficult to achieve when you're sending those messages manually, or if you're a small team, or both. So no surprise, Donorbox offers both of these features as a part of our all-in-one fundraising solution, making it really easy for you to set up and manage automated receipts and messages to thank your donors and show them the impact of their donations. And the screenshot on the screen is actually part of our user experience in the campaign creator. So this is exactly what it looks like when you go and create that message and receipt. And these features can really help build a loyal and engaged donor base, which is absolutely critical to the long-term success of your fundraising efforts. So you may already have these thank you messages and receipts in place, but do you have these automations in place? That's where you're giving yourself points today. So are these automatic for you when someone donates? Give yourself points accordingly here. Okay, I said we were done, but I'm just kidding. We have a bonus point round for you. This is all or nothing. So you get 2 points here or no points. Do you have company gift matching through double the donation enabled on your donation form? If not, I hate to tell you, you're leaving money on the table for your organization. Company gift matching can have a huge impact on your donations and revenue. By taking away the roadblocks to donation matching, your supporters can really easily increase the impact of their donations. All they need to do is type into this little box on the donation form, search for their employer, and their donation will automatically be matched by the company. And the best part is that by partnering with Double the Donation, we here at Donorbox have made it really effortless on your end. Again, your donors can easily go through the process on their side while you can focus on your mission, and then you can use those additional funds to further your cause. So this is a really great way to have a much greater impact on those donations. All right, do you use Double the Donation? Give yourself 2 points or 0 points here. All right, now we're gonna take a breather and we're gonna see how your donation form scored. Don't tell me in the chat. I've got a poll question for you so that you can share it with everyone. And I'm gonna give you just a few seconds to add up your points. And while you're doing that, we actually have a special announcement from our fundraising coach, Kara. So stay tuned.
Inflation is rising and donor numbers are declining. Do you have your plan in place so you can create and build on strong donor relationships even in a time of uncertainty? Our Donorbox fundraising and communication experts have designed Fear-Free Fundraising, a course that will recession-proof your organization with campaigns created and timed to capture donor attention and grow revenue even in the toughest times. Join us live online starting March 2nd. You'll leave with everything you need, templates, resources, plus guided coaching and plenty of time to have your questions answered. And you'll face the future fear-free.
All right. Thank you for listening to our quick commercial break. Do you have your scores added up? I'll go ahead and launch the poll so that you can answer how you did. And here it is. What score range did your form fitness fall within? Go ahead and answer the poll in the right-hand side of your screen under the polls tab. Okay. This is looking pretty good, you guys. We have most of you right in the middle. And we still have a lot of responses coming in. All right, looks like we are complete. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your responses. Now we're going to look at what each score range means. So if you scored 0 to 6 points, don't sweat it. You're just getting started. It's excited that you're taking your first step toward the journey to a user-friendly donation page and form. You've got a lot of room for improvement, but we've talked about a lot of really helpful things. So don't worry, we are here to help you. That is if you scored 0 to 6 points. And then this is where the majority of our audience fell. 7 to 14 points. You are on the right track. This is really good. I'm super impressed. You are making progress and you have several of those key elements in place. And we're going to keep on going so that you have it fully optimized. And if you scored 15 to 20 points, and I think we had We had about 45 people say that they scored this. This is amazing. Holy cow, you guys, you are donation form superstars. That means that you've got a fantastic donation form that is super user-friendly, visually appealing, optimized for fundraising success. Amazing. Congratulations. So for those of you who did not score a perfect 20, which is hard to do, we're going to work on a plan for improvement. Don't you worry. If you are not a coding or web design expert, do not worry here. I saw some comments in the chat saying, how much time would it take to set up this fundraising page? You know, hours and hours? Nope. Donorbox's campaign creator makes it easy for you to design the perfect donation form and page optimized for fundraising success in as little as 15 minutes. You guys, I've done this. I am not tech savvy. I don't even know how to unlock an iPhone, but I can make a fundraising page that looks beautiful, which means that you can too. Our user-friendly tools really lets you customize your form, add in your branding and messaging, and set up recurring donations and so much more very, very easily. Plus, Donorbox offers a wide range of integrations with popular web builders like WordPress, Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, and more so that you can easily embed your newly designed donation form into your website. And the best part, I'm seeing some questions about this, you can sign up and create your first campaign for free at donorbox.org and utilize our Donorbox standard package. And I'm going to go ahead and launch that link. And with that being said, let's move into our improvement checklist and see where we can help you improve that. So first, you can start by identifying what areas need improvement based on the pieces of criteria that you scored the lowest. So look, where did you have those zeros? Prioritize those. And those areas should be your focus to improve your form, right? And now that you know which areas need that improvement, prioritize them based on the importance and impact of your fundraising goals. For example, if you don't have a donate button on your website, that should be your #1 priority. But if you also don't have a donor wall in place, that's all right, but that may be lower down on the list because you need donors to see where they can get to your fundraising page first, right? And this will really help you decide what areas need to be improved first. So for each area, you want to create an action plan. Again, this is for people who may have multiple people on their team, or if you're a one-man team and you're wearing multiple hats, you've got your hands in a lot of different pots. So you're going to write an action plan with specific steps and to improve it. And if your donation form needs for example, a clear call to action, you can make a list to rewrite your messaging, add it to your form and page, and then maybe you want to test different call to actions to see what resonates with your visitors. And again, make sure to assign tasks and responsibilities to people who can complete them. And this will really help you track your progress and ensure accountability there. If you're not a web designer, you may not want to ask someone to add photos, or you wouldn't want to take pictures and add them to your fundraising page, but maybe your photographer should. All right, and then you're going to set a timeline for each task. So you're making sure that you're getting it done in time. So this is a part of your overall plan. This will really help you stay on track and make progress towards your goals. And here's a fun trick. Don't forget to use analytics and data to measure and track your impact, the impact of your improvements. So once you get your form and page ready to go, again, this shouldn't take very much time at all. And maybe it doesn't even require an action plan, but just a tidy list of things you want to take care of. But using Google Analytics will really help you track and measure the impact of those improvements. And this will help you see what's working and what's not, so you can make adjustments as needed. And then finally, remember that improving your donation form is an ongoing process. So don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. And if you need any help along the way, the Donorbox team is always here to support you. And with our premium package, which we'll talk about shortly, you can get customized support and walk you through creating this donation form and page with ease. Okay, before we get to a few of our freebies and the Q&A, I want to dive into some real life examples of organizations that are using Donorbox to raise funds on their site. And please keep in mind that these forms, they're not a perfect 20, but they're really, really close. And they still manage to raise a lot of money through Donorbox. And I really hope that these will inspire you. And we're going to go ahead and highlight some of the impactful features they've implemented that help them achieve these results. So first up, I'm sure you all recognize Make-A-Wish. So Make-A-Wish Ireland has raised $850,000 while using Donorbox. So what works here? Well, first of all, you can see the donate button right off the bat. And we really love the storytelling on this donation page example, shared through all this written content and that impact video. And their call to action is also really good, you guys. Look at that there. A monthly gift helps us to respond to time-critical wishes and plan ahead for children on their wish journeys. That's beautiful and very specific. It speaks directly to the impact of their recurring donations too, which is favorited right there on their form. Now, possible improvements here, while the call to action is really good, the simple headline to that right-hand side, Make-A-Wish could be a little bit stronger, or sorry, make a donation could be a little bit stronger. And I also recommend adding in those donation tiers and a donor wall to showcase how their community is rallying around the cause. So that is one really beautiful example. Next up, United World Schools raises funds to build sustainable, affordable primary schools in remote global communities, an amazing mission, and they've raised over $100,000 with Donorbox. So what works on this page here? Well, the best thing about this donation page is how it shows the impact in many ways without overwhelming the reader. So they have a really great engaging video that tells the story of the organization, and the content explains how donors can make a difference. And then they're utilizing those donation tiers to really show how that donation is making an impact. But possible improvements here, while the suggested ask amounts are paired with excellent details, they remain the same for both one-time and monthly gifts. And those amounts are a little bit high for a monthly gift. So you can vary those monthly ask amounts to better cater to your audience. All right, next up, Black Girls Code has seen a 400% increase in donations. They have raised $7 million since 2022 while using Donorbox. So what works on this page? Well, this page is really impactful because it still tells the story through that written content and again, that awesome video. And the organization also uses, as you can see up there at the top, peer-to-peer fundraising to expand its reach. So that button that says, I want to fundraise for this. And the organization really builds on social proof with a donor wall and those social sharing buttons down at the bottom. And other positive features here include those recurring donation options. And as you can see there, the employer gift matching through double the donation. This is awesome. Possible improvements though, I would take the call to action and make it more specific. As you can see on the form there, it says, consider making a recurring gift. That's fine, but maybe make it something like make a recurring gift to help more Black girls follow their dreams in tech. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, and one more example for you. United 24 has raised over $7.5 million since April 2022 using Donorbox in response to the war in Ukraine. Their donation page is really well designed and effective in encouraging donations. The sticky donate button is prominent. The call to action outlines the purpose and urgency of the donation here, and the goal meter to that left-hand side. And they also have a donor wall, which you'll see really provides that transparency and that social proof we were talking about. However, the donation form itself could be improved by offering the option for recurring donations. And additionally, by using donation tiers, the page could convey the impact of each donation amount even better. So as you can see here, they should provide more options. But these are some really great forums that have seen so much success. All right, what'd you guys think? Hopefully those pages inspired you. Our organizations are always inspiring me. One of my most favorite things to do is to look through organizations that are doing great work and looking at their donation pages and rallying behind them. And now that you know where you stand, it's time to take action and transform your donation form to increase your fundraising success. You have the power to make a significant impact. So we are inviting you to submit your own donation form before and after while using Donorbox to spotlights at donorbox.org for a chance to be featured on our social media and marketing channels. And as a bonus, we're offering a $50 gift card to the first 10 submissions we receive. So if you know that you're going to be doing a donation form glow up, take a screenshot of it before. And then once you've completed your glow up with Donorbox, take a screenshot and send it to us. And we will provide more details about this in our webinar follow-up email that you will get on Friday. So we're going to make this process really easy for you so that you can submit those before and afters. Do not miss this opportunity to showcase your organization's improvement and inspire others to do the same and boost your organization's visibility and increase your fundraising success. All right. Now, as promised, I keep on talking about freebies. We have a free gift for you. We are excited to offer the ultimate digital fundraisers guide packed with valuable strategies, tips, and insights to expand your online fundraising efforts and bring in more of those critical gifts. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the link for that. And you're going to see that in the handouts tab of your screen. You can click download and the PDF will download right away. And if you are still unsure of where to start with your donation form fitness or want help in setting up your donation form so that it is fully fit for fundraising, I encourage you to consider signing up for Donorbox Premium. This is an amazing package. Our premium plan is perfect for organizations looking for the ultimate support. This fully customizable plan enables you to choose additional benefits that best meet your organization's needs. And with Donorbox Premium, you'll enjoy the support of an assigned account manager, guided onboarding to get those forms fit for purpose, a top-tier suite of amazing integrations, expedited technical support, and the guidance of our fundraising coach, Kara, all while benefiting from a reduced 1.5% flat rate platform fee on everything. And with pricing starting at just $250 a month, the premium plan is a really great investment in the success of your organization. So go ahead and click the link I just launched to learn more and book a demo. Okay, now we have made it to the end. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Amy to help us with some Q&A. Amy, will you come up on stage? Oh, I know we had a lot of questions come in, and we're going to go ahead and sort through those for the next few minutes.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Amy, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, hey, I'm Amy Champagne. I'm a senior account executive here at Donorbox. So I basically am a fundraising donation form nerd. It's kind of what I do all day, every day. So I've got a lot of opinions and thoughts about how to, really make sure that you're having the highest conversion rate possible.
Amazing. Are you ready to tackle some Q&A?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So I see something that I want you to address right away, a really important question that may be on a lot of people's minds, talking about premium. What if folks cannot afford $250 a month? Let's talk about some of the other options of using Donorbox, but also why that $250 is a great investment.
Yeah, so I mean, there's always a few different options you can go down. I think something important to remember about premium is that we both offer a 12-month option, but also a 3-month option. I think the 3-month option is a great way to kind of get started to get that personal onboarding, right? Because I know your team time is kind of, your most precious resource. And the idea with getting that personal onboarding is that we're training you and your team to make sure that you fully understand everything that Donorbox can offer and really make sure that you're getting a strong footing. That way you and your teammates can focus on the mission and we'll focus on training the team. But again, there's both a 3-month and 12-month option. So don't forget about that. And if none of those options are really possible for you, I definitely recommend checking out the Pro option. The reason why I say that is because for Donorbox Pro, you get a lower platform rate across the platform. So it goes from 1.75 down to 1.5 for everything. And it also includes the ability to connect to other tools. So you probably have a newsletter, right? MailChimp, Constant Contact, Emma, something like that. Well, we can connect with those with your newsletter via Zapier, and that's included in the Pro package. You're also able to get a little bit more branding opportunity. So you remove the Powered by Donorbox footer on our thank you emails. On top of all of that, for Pro, you also get an option where you are able to connect tracking tools. So Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, how are people finding your website and how are they finding your donation form? Well, connecting those tools to Donorbox gives you that insight. And Pro is a little bit less expensive. It is month to month. So again, that just kind of gives you further flexibility in terms of turning it on or off. It's only $139 a month.
Wonderful. Thank you, Amy. And again, if you're totally new to Donorbox, check out donorbox.org. You're also going to be redirected after this. Look at all the things that we have to offer. You can also make your own campaign for free and experiment to decide what you want to do. You don't have to choose on a plan right away. So that's the best place to start. And you can see how good your fundraising page and donation form can look. And that may be the ultimate convincer for you. So I have a few more questions in the chat, Amy. And I'm going to go ahead and tackle some of them. So Sasha, how can I embed the Donorbox Wix, Donorbox donation form into my Wix site? So Sasha, Sophie, actually, if you can reply to Sasha for me and share our nonprofit blog, we have a lot of really great step-by-step guides within our nonprofit blog for, again, Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, and you can find every single step of the way to help you easily embed it into your site. It works beautifully. So Sophie, please go ahead and reply to Sasha for me. And then let's see here from Kayla. In the campaign details section, do you recommend keeping it short? If you're talking about your fundraising page, I say great storytelling and great details are important. You don't need to keep it super, super brief. However, as many specific details as you can give, the better, right? What your cause is, what you're fundraising for, what your goal is, what, say, $1,000 will accomplish. Give those important details. You don't need to get into the weeds there, but really make sure that people who are new to your cause can read that and understand what you're fundraising for. That's the most important part.
Yeah, and just as again said earlier, like connect the dollars to the mission, right?
Yes.
Well, what are those dollars doing, right? And I think that's the best way to sell somebody on why they should donate to you.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, I love this question from Leonard, and I know we're running low on time, you guys, and we're going to work through as many of these as we can, and you can always reach out to us with these questions if we didn't get to you at support@donorbox.org. Our support team, let me take a second to do a humble brag. Holy cow, they're amazing. Their response time is so super quick, and they're so ready to answer any questions you may have. So I do want to tackle this question from Leonard. Old person question here. He says, age matters with impressions. Our chair is concerned that asking donors to cover the processing fees could offend some people, and competition via peer-to-peer or on a donor wall is offensive. I told her it's a fun, social, competitive competition based on youth. How would you answer her concerns? Well, go for it if you'd like to.
Oh, I mean, I think in terms of covering the fees, I'll tell you, industry average, about half of donors will typically cover the fee if you ask them. On Donorbox, when you have that box pre-checked, around 80% of donors cover it. So, I mean, I think that's a kind of, those numbers are important because it shows that people are covering it, right? They want you to get the full amount that they're trying to donate to you. Additionally, when they cover those fees, it's still included on their tax receipt. So it's still a part of their tax deduction.
Yeah, absolutely. And to address the second part of that question, Leonard, and I think this is perfectly valid, competition through peer-to-peer or a donor wall, gamifying things works. It just works. It doesn't have to be aggressive competition, but competition is fun, right? Say you're doing a 5K and you want to motivate your peer-to-peer fundraisers to raise money. There's going to be a leaderboard on your page and people are going to jump up on that leaderboard. It's a really strong motivator. Donor wall, you do not have to have that on. You can also give donors the option to comment on the donor wall anonymously. So you can really leave that control up to your donors there. But again, that social proof makes all the difference. What I can say is if you're considering these options, try it out. If it's not for your organization, guess what? You can take it away. So that's perfectly fine too. But these are proven methods that really, really work with our organizations.
Yeah, and if you're interested in learning more, we do have a Donorbox Academy, and we actually have a free course specifically on peer-to-peer fundraising. It's a great way to kind of get an understanding of how to have a successful peer-to-peer campaign.
Wonderful. And I know we are a couple minutes past. Amy, if you're cool with it, let's tackle a couple more. And again, I want to be super respectful of your time. If you need to sign off, again, don't worry. You will be receiving the recording of this webinar, plus those resources that we've talked about via email on Friday. And if we haven't gotten to your question, you can always reach out directly to us at support@donorbox.org, but we will stay for a couple more minutes and plug through. So right here at the top, Amy, we can address this pretty quickly. Does Donorbox have an online auction payment form?
Yeah, not right now. We don't have auctions as an opportunity. So auctions aren't really a type of event that we support right now. We do have ticketing, which of course is a different type of event.
But those things do go hand in hand. So if you are planning a gala, you can use or a fundraising event in general that does have that live auction component. Well, you need tickets for that too, right? So you can use Donorbox events to sell those tickets. We've got some really great features within that. So you don't have to go to like ticket, what do you call it? StubHub or Ticket, Eventbrite, any of those weird sites. You can do it right there through Donorbox, which is really, really wonderful. And let's see. We have a question about PayPal, Amy, from Richard. Do donations from PayPal go through our own PayPal accounts?
Yeah, so you're going to connect your PayPal account to your donation form, to your Donorbox form. The big difference is that, of course, the money is still going directly into your PayPal account. However, you're getting so much more data on your donor. And that's really the big key of having that Donorbox layer on top of PayPal, right? PayPal, you're getting almost no data. You have their name and you have the donation amount. There's not a whole lot more. But with Donorbox, you're getting the data. You're also getting that automatic thank you email sent out. But yeah, you still connect your same PayPal account.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And Roberto, are we planning a webinar about event ticketing? We've got a lot of great product-driven webinars on the horizon this year. So yes, this is on our radar. We have a couple of exciting launches to go along with that. So stay tuned. Make sure you are subscribed to get our emails, and you'll see some updates about our event ticketing. But if you have any questions about event ticketing in the meantime, feel free to reach out to us. Okay. Any more that pop out to you, Amy, in the questions section that we should address? A lot of these, Sophie, you and Sophie already answered.
She is good.
I think we... Oh, here. Oh, okay. One more, just because I am a peer-to-peer nerd. Jody, you asked, can you explain what peer-to-peer fundraising is? Boy, can I? Absolutely. So peer-to-peer is a little bit of a different fundraising method. So you've got two that kind of are similar. So crowdfunding is where you have a fundraising page and you are fundraising for something that's time bound, whether it's a specific capital campaign or a specific goal of $5,000. You have a fundraising page for that, and people click and they share your page with their networks. But with peer-to-peer, you have a fundraising page where people can sign up, create their own fundraising page for you. So now you've got your what we call parent campaign, and then your child campaigns from all the people who have signed up to be fundraisers for you. They get their own fundraising page. They can add in their own story about how they're connected to your cause, and they can fundraise with their own network. So what's really great about peer-to-peer is that you're really casting a wider net on your fundraising efforts. You're going to be able to reach people that aren't immediately in your network through kind of the spider web effect, which is really incredible. So we have a lot of really great peer-to-peer ideas around this. I had a friend recently who is the director of a really wonderful nonprofit, and she did peer-to-peer for a like a pajama tea time party to raise money for her organization. And she asked everybody to contribute $15 to her peer-to-peer campaign. So that was our buy-in for like an awesome night of tea and movies supporting this cause. So you can really challenge your peer-to-peer fundraisers to get creative here. But the point is if you're a small team, maybe you're a fundraiser of one, maybe you're just a fundraiser of three. If you have volunteers and committed supporters behind their cause, they can be fundraisers for you too. And you can only imagine the impact that has. So, all right, I got a little bit excited there. Thank you for that question. All right. Okay, and one more from Nadia, and then I think we will sign off. So we do have free courses through Donorbox Academy. Our peer-to-peer course is free. Our Donorbox step-by-step onboarding guide is free. And then we do have some really wonderful paid courses, such as our fear-free fundraising. And that will give you access to our fundraising coach, Kara, to our nonprofit team like me, and another Kara behind the scenes as well. You get free resources, templates. We work through you and we hold your hand through creating a campaign and seeing it through fruition. So the pricing reflects the amount of support that you are getting from us. If you would like to learn more about our Academy courses, you can visit academy.donorbox.org. Let me make sure it's .org. .org. Yes, it is. All right. Oh, and one more. Sorry. Kelly asks, in the donor wall, can you filter comments, Amy?
Can you filter comments? I actually don't know that. I wonder if Sophie knows. That's probably something that I would have to ask customer support.
Okay. Sophie, if you can answer that one for us. Some people are kind of saying, yes, that's a great question. And again, with the donor wall, donors can choose what they want to share. They don't have to share their donation amount. They can share just a nice comment, or they can be anonymous. They don't have to share their names. And Sophie says there's not currently a way to filter comments on the donor wall. However, again, donors can choose what journey they want to take with you on the donor wall there. So, okay, I know that was a lot of information, everyone. Again, I want to thank you so much for joining us today, and I want to thank Amy and Sophie for being behind the scenes and on stage, helping us out as well. I really hope that you found this webinar valuable and gained some really helpful insights to improve your donation form and page to raise more funds. Again, please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or if we can support you in any way, support@donorbox.org. And thank you again, everyone, for your dedication and for your commitment to creating positive change in the world. All right, have a great one.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
soon.